Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. I have an exciting one to share. I'm actually really excited to do this one. So if you've seen the last two perfume videos that I've posted, I've done them based on pretty much women's perfume. Today I'm doing one for men. So I've just got my partner's fragrance collection in front of me. We've got 11 perfumes to share. So I'm going to run through the price ranges for each perfume. I'm going to just mention that I do get all my fragrances mainly from Chemist Warehouse or Beauty Spot. I find they're the cheapest if you are living in Australia. If not, and you are going online or a store near you and you're somewhere else in the world, different currencies, different stores, so of course the prices would vary. And just before I jump into it, at the end of the video, I am going to just share 3 of my favorite fragrances from this men's collection from what we have shared today. And we're going to start with this one, which is Dupe Home. This actually was given from my family to Shane for one of his birthdays. It's also a fragrance my dad really likes as well. Also, if you haven't seen any of my other 2 perfume videos, go check them out. I do 5 affordable ones, 5 pricey ones, and then I've got one just based on like women's perfume for special occasions that are a little bit more pricier. But let's jump into this. I do have my fragrance notes here, which I always write just to give you the best description. So this one here is quite a stronger men's fragrance, and it is one that my dad actually really likes to have in his collection, but again, it is all personal preference. A lot of Shane's ones do have some form of sweetness to them, but he does have a general mixture as well. I do buy majority of his perfumes. He doesn't buy them himself, or he gets them as gifts. So yeah, but we'll go through, see what we can find, and I'll read the notes. So the fragrance notes for this one, Dupe Home, is bergamot, lemon, cinnamon, cardamom, sandalwood, and lily of the valley. And you'll normally find this fragrance from like the 20-30 range and possibly up. Next we have the Essence by David Beckham here. David Beckham is quite an affordable fragrance for those who don't like to spend too much money on fragrances for themselves. And the notes for this one is grapefruit, pineapple, cardamom, cashmere woods, apple, and violet leaf. You can literally get this one for like $15, $20, $25 normally, but majority of the time I think this is around $15. Just quickly while I think about it, Shane actually keeps this really cheap fragrance while we're just talking about David Beckham being an affordable perfume. It's actually a Playboy one, believe it or not. It's $10 to $12. He gets it from Chemist Warehouse, and it's just the gold VIP Playboy fragrance. It actually smells really freaking good, kind of similar to the 1 Million, and it's so cheap, and he loves that one. He normally just keeps it in the car for when he's out during the day, during work and that. So that's just another one that I don't have here that you might like. Next we have this Lacoste one. I think it's just called Pure or Pour Home. I don't know how to really pronounce that, to be quite honest, but it's just the silver one, and it looks like this. I took a guess with this one, and I got it off Kogan, and he actually really likes this. This is his current favorite out of all the collection for the moment. And the notes for this one is plum, pink pepper, cinnamon, apple, rum, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. And normally this one is ranging from like the $60 to $80 mark. All right, next we have a Versace one. Now this is one for those who do like it a little bit sweeter than strong. Definitely would recommend this one. Very well priced, like it is affordable sometimes, and it normally only goes up to around like $60, so I don't think that's too bad. It's in a really nice bottle. He hasn't used this one yet because this is like a brand new one. He has had this I think once or twice before. I actually really love this for guys. It's really good. I really don't know how to pronounce it. It is there, that silver writing. I'm not even gonna attempt because I have been trying and I really just don't know how to say it. But yeah, you get this from like the 40 to 60 range, and the notes for this one is bergamot, Brazilian, rosewood, cardamom, starfruit, pepper, tarragon, amber, and musk. This is probably, out of all Versace men fragrance that I've smelled up to date, is probably my personal favorite. But yeah, I think it's really nice as a gift. I don't think it's that pricey for something that's like a Versace fragrance, so definitely if you want to give someone a gift and they like it a little bit sweeter, I would recommend this. Next we have a fragrance here. It looks kind of like a little grenade. I did actually get this from Maya. I normally don't shop there, but I couldn't really find it anywhere else. This is by Victor and Rolf. I got this for his birthday last year, and it is called Spice Bomb. This, obviously a little hint from the name, it is quite a spiced scent, so definitely I knew it would have a type of cinnamon in there, which it does. So the notes for this one here is pink pepper, saffron, cinnamon, pimento, leather, and grapefruit. So it is a little stronger, a little spicier, ranges from about 70 upwards. Next we have one by Ralph Lauren. It is called Blue. He hasn't really used this one yet because I do have the little one over there. I got him a set, so he started to use like the travel size at the moment. Really fresh, hint of sweetness, and I think it's a really nice, mature men's cologne, and it smells heavenly, guys. It smells really, really good. This ranges from the $80 mark and up. Ralph Lauren is quite a pricey fragrance. However, keep an eye out for their sets because sometimes they do like cheaper sets, where this one came with like the 2 fragrances as I mentioned. Now for this one, the notes are lemon, basil, musk, woody notes, salt, lemon verbena, and citron. I still get blown away when I read these descriptions because I would never pick any of these type of scents when I'm describing a fragrance. So it's just really interesting to see what's actually being put in there for the fragrance. Next we have this Guess perfume here. I really like the bottle on this one. This is just called MENS, and now this ranges from like $30 to $45. Normally it is a more affordable perfume. The notes for this one is nutmeg, pepper, ginger, amber, suede, sandalwood, and musk. Now here's a little example. So this, I actually really like the smell of that one. It's literally like a knockoff of the more pricier Versace one here. They literally smell very, very similar. If you didn't want to spend the money on this and get the cheaper one, you're pretty much getting almost the same scent. So there's a little thing for you. I just sprayed this and the room is smelling like this, and it's smelling good, guys. It's smelling so good. Next we have another Versace perfume. This is this one here in this deep blue bottle. This is called Dylan Blue, and this was a gift from my younger brother Christian to Shane last year for his birthday. And this ranges from like $60 to around the $70-$80 mark. If I'm to compare this to the lighter Versace one that I showed earlier and just before as well in the comparison for you, this is more of a stronger Versace fragrance, and the notes for this one is fig leaf, water notes, bergamot, black pepper, tonka bean, musk, patchouli, and violet leaf. I actually think this particular scent would be really nice if you're going to a function. Just want to make a quick note. So I just wanted to say, I personally find for men's fragrances, the Giorgio Armani, the Versace range, and the Ralph Lauren ranges, I honestly think those type of fragrances last all day for men. I mean, the others do, but I just find those particular 3 brands have more of that stronger lasting fragrance. So obviously if you're a guy and you don't mind if it fades away, or if you do mind your scent like fading away, because like unlike us girls, guys I don't think ever carry their fragrance around. I mean, sometimes Shane like leaves it in the car, but you don't really carry it around if you're a guy. So in that sense, I think those brands are really worth it if you don't want to constantly be like thinking about if your scent is still lasting throughout the day. And I just actually thought of one more. I actually think the Hugo Boss range as well are good lasting fragrances too. So next we have a Guess one, and after this I've only got 2 more to share with you. This is Seductive Noir, or Nior, however you pronounce that correctly. $35 to $45 range, and the notes for this one is nutmeg, black pepper, orange blossom, tonka bean, amber, apple, and sandalwood. It smells so nice. If I'm actually to compare this to a pricier fragrance, which I'm gonna say like 1 million, which is around like the 70 or so mark, this is pretty similar to 1 million and obviously a lot cheaper. Okay, next we have a Hugo Boss one. Really love this one. This is Intense, and Shane never smelt it until I bought it for him, and he actually fell in love with it. It's such a nice scent, very mature. I think it's a very elegant smell for men. I think this is really nice during the day, or if you have a function again, I think this would be a really nice fragrance for those types of events. Now the Hugo Boss fragrances, they normally are another pricier fragrance. This would range from like 75 upwards, and the fragrance notes for this one is vetiver, apple, cedar, vanilla, cinnamon, cloves, and orange blossom. It's really a scent that you could like smell all day. Like, I couldn't get sick of it. finishing off with a real good one now, and this is Armani Code by Giorgio Armani, of course. And I actually really like it. It's quite simple packaging and the band around there, yet I think it is just a really like mature looking bottle. So out of all the fragrances that I've shared with you today, this would definitely be the most expensive one in the collection. I bought this for, I think, one of his birthdays, and this was like $100 and something. But I think you can get this depending again on your mills and where you're getting it from. I think you can get a smaller one for around like the $80, $90 mark. And the fragrance notes for this fragrance here is bergamot, olive blossom, leather, tonka bean, and lemon. So they are all of today's men's fragrances that I have chosen from Shane's personal collection here at home. And I hope you found some that, you know, tickle your fancy, that you want to try. You might have a partner that you want to buy for, and I always think fragrance is a really nice gift for anyone. And yeah, I'm just going to run you through 3 of my top favorite men's perfumes from his collection. So these are the 3 that I have chosen from his collection. So we've got a Versace, Hugo Boss, and the Armani one here. Again, they are the more sweeter ones out of the range, but again, they are my personal favorites. I'm sure you might have a personal favorite here, or, you know, try something new for your partner. Give him a scent. You never know, he might like it. I mean, I've done that myself. I've bought him things. I'm like, you know what? It's a bit different. I'm going to give it a go. And so far it's turned out well. So I think I'm good at choosing fragrances for the moment. And I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will definitely see you in the next one.